The Yeomanry Mounted Division was a Territorial Force cavalry division formed at Khan Yunis in Palestine in June 1917 from 3 Yeomanry Mounted brigades. It served in the Sinai and Palestine Campaign of the First World War, mostly as part of the Desert Mounted Corps. In April 1918, 6 of the regiments were withdrawn from the division and sent to France, being converted from yeomanry to battalions of the Machine Gun Corps. These were replaced by Indian Army cavalry regiments withdrawn from France, and a division was renamed 1st Mounted Division, the third such division to bear that title. In July, the combined division was renamed as the 4th Cavalry Division. History. Formation. In June 1917, it was decided to reorganize the mounted troops of the Desert Column into 3 divisions. Previously, the 2 existing divisions each contained 4 mounted brigades. Hereafter, the 3 divisions would have 3 mounted brigades each. As a result, between the 20th of June and the 22nd of July 1917, the Yeomanry Mounted Division was formed at Khan Yunis, Palestine. The 6th Mounted Brigade was transferred complete from the Imperial Mounted Division on the 27th of June 1917, joining the new division at El Marikeb. On the 20th of June, the Imperial Mounted Division was redesignated Australian Mounted Division as the majority of its units were now Australian. The 8th Mounted Brigade arrived back in Egypt from Salonika on the 8th of June 1917. The Machine Gun Squadron was formed in Egypt on the 14th of June. The brigade moved forward and joined the new division on the 21st of July 1917 at El Fukari. The 22nd Mounted Brigade was transferred complete from the Anzac Mounted Division on the 6th of July 1917, joining the new division at El Fukari. The 263 Brigade RFA from 52nd Division joined as 20 Brigade Royal Horse Artillery on the 7th of July 1917 at Khan Yunis. On the same date, the Berkshire Battery RA and the Leicestershire Battery RA joined 20 Brigade. The Field Squadron Royal Engineers was newly formed at El Marikeb between 1 and the 22nd of July 1917. The Signal Squadron was newly formed at Alexandria between the 29th of May and the 11th of July 1917. It joined the division at Khan Yunis on the 14th of July. Battles. The Yeomanry Mounted Division served as part of the Egyptian Expeditionary Force in Palestine throughout its brief existence. For the 31st of October, it took part in the Third Battle of Gaza, including the Battle of Beersheba and the capture of the Sharia position under the Desert Mounted Corps. Still with the DMC, it took part in the Battle of Mogla Ridge on 13 and the 14th of November and the Battle of Nebi Samuel for 17 to the 24th of November. From the 23rd of November it was attached to 21st Corps. From 27 to the 29th of November, it withstood the Turkish counter-attacks during the capture of Jerusalem. For the 28th of November it was attached to 20th Corps. Restructured and renamed in March 1918, the 1st Indian Cavalry Division was broken up in France. The British units Dragoons, 17th Lancers, 1/1 of a Stone Queen's Own Yorkshire Dragoons and A.Q. and new batteries remained in France, and the Indian elements were sent to Egypt by an Egyptian Expeditionary Force GHQ order of the 12th of April 1918. The mounted troops of the EEF were reorganized when the Indian Army units arrived in theatre. On the 24th of April 1918, the Yeomanry Mounted Division was Indianized and its title was changed to 1st Mounted Mounted Division, the third distinct division to bear this title. On the 24th of April 1918, the 6th Mounted Brigade was merged with elements of the 5th Cavalry Brigade, the 8th Mounted Brigade with the 8th Cavalry Brigade, and the 22nd Mounted Brigade with the 2nd Cavalry Brigade. 6 of the Yeomanry regiments were merged in pairs, converted to machine gun battalions, and posted to the Western Front. C Battalion, Machine Gun Corps, was formed by the merger of the 1/1 of a Stone Royal Buckinghamshire Hussars and the 1/1 of a Stone Berkshire Yeomanry. D Battalion, Machine Gun Corps, was formed by the merger of the 1/1 of a Stone Lincolnshire Yeomanry and the 1/1 of a Stone East Riding of Yorkshire Yeomanry. E Battalion, Machine Gun Corps, was formed by the merger of the 1/1 of a Stone City of London Yeomanry and the 1/3 Road County of London Yeomanry. They were replaced by Indian cavalry regiments from France. The field ambulances and mobile veterinary sections merged with their Indian counterparts. Other units were retained unchanged, though some were renumbered to reflect the new divisional designation. On the 22nd of July 1918, the 1st Mounted Division was renumbered as the 4th Cavalry Division and the brigades as the 10th, 11th and 12th Cavalry Brigades. The subunits were renumbered on the same date. Bibliography. Beck, Major F. Order of Battle of Divisions Part 2A. The Territorial Force Mounted Divisions and the First Line Territorial Force Divisions. London, His Majesty's Stationery Office. ISBN 1-871-16712-4. Perry, F.W. Order of Battle of Divisions Part 5A. The divisions of Australia, Canada and New Zealand and those in East Africa. Newport, Gwent, Ray Westlake Military Books. ISBN 1-871-16725-6. Perry, F.W. Order of Battle of Divisions Part 5B. Indian Army Divisions. Newport, Gwent, Ray Westlake Military Books. ISBN 1-871-16723-X.